Well, here's a look at what is probably the cleanest, all original, well, not all original, but original non-restored 99 Silverado 1500 Z71 5.3 liter RCSBs in the country. This thing's got 98,000 on it. All but 1,000, roughly 1,000 of those miles were added while this truck lived on a dyno down in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's never seen snow or rain. I purchased this from a guy down in Milan a few years back. Like I said, I put about 1,000 on it myself, but it's basically mint. LM7. This is a 99, so it's still drive by cable. AC, everything works. It's got some goofy things like this cutout here. I don't know why that was cut out, but it was done when they had this in the emissions testing on the dyno where they were testing it. They had all kinds of equipment bolted up front here. I've got pictures from the original auction, the government auction when it was sold, where they had, you can see they've got some stuff cut out here for clearance for the equipment they had mounted up here on behind the grill. But this is a clean truck. Minor paint scratches here on the door. I'm assuming because techs were, in the building where they were testing it, they'd have the window down and they were constantly leaning over here and messing with stuff, Belt buckles and shirt buttons and whatnot. Scratch that up. But look how clean this is. Look at these rockers. It's still got stickers on the frame you can read. Look at the original paint on the leaf springs, still present. Seats are still like new. This is a console from a 16. The guy who bought it from the auction and sold it to me wanted a better console in it, so he put this in here. It's a nice console. But it's like a time capsule. It's basically like new inside here. I put the tonneau on it. Look how clean everything is here. Look at the inside of these. No rust whatsoever. I mean, it's basically a brand new truck. I replaced the straps with these too. The cables. I like these stainless straps are way better than the cables. But the bed's mint. No rust whatsoever. Bottom of the tailgate, like new. I've added the hitch. It's still got the old donkey dong exhaust with the it's, you know, they'd hook their emissions equipment up to that flare tip there. But again, you know, super clean. The guy who I bought it from also added wheels, 18 inches from a 16. They're Chevy wheels and they look perfect on this truck. Another look at how clean everything is. No rust. Cab corners are perfect. You close this door and it even just sounds like a brand new vehicle. I mean, perfect. I've got the battery out right now for winter storage here. I don't drive this thing in the winter. But that's my truck. Aren't too many like this. There definitely aren't many with no rust on them like this one. I mean, look at these headlights. They're basically brand new. They're not you know, they get that fade on them. This thing lived indoors for who knows how many years. And like I said, 90-some thousand miles before the first owner bought it from the government and then sold it to me. So this one's a keeper. You're not going to find them like this. It's got some quirks, you know, the way all these older trucks do. That window leaks. They all do. I'm using this for my tow strap or tow harness hookup. Normally you would access the spare there, but I don't keep the spare back there under the bed. That's no good. There's a small little dent. You know, they probably that probably happened in the shop. Testing facility. Somebody dinged it with something. But man, what an awesome truck. I used to have an 84 C10 Custom, and that was by far my favorite truck, and I thought I'd never get rid of it, but I did a long time ago, and I've regretted it ever since. But then I got this, and at first I was like, well, it's still not a square body. Those old square bodies, you know, those are the best ever. But this is pretty damn cool too. I'm starting to appreciate it more and more. The older I get and the older this truck gets, and seeing what they're doing with new trucks today, you know, this thing's a gold mine. You know, this truck will last the rest of my life. This thing will get easy 200,000-300,000 miles out of it. I barely drive it, you know, it's a toy. But it's cool. It's a cool old Chevy truck. They don't make them like that anymore. Maybe I'll do something cool with it someday and, I don't know, put a turbo on it or something. We'll see.